Hi and welcome to another Techniques on Tuesday. I'm Debbie Yeomans and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator. Today I want to share with you colouring embossing paste. So as you can see, I've got a few samples here using a few different items to colour the embossing paste. So let me get started. I've used a couple of masks for doing these. One of them is actually retiring, and that is the Pattern Party decorative masks. So if you like the diamonds and the brick pattern, then you will need to get in and order that soon before it's run out. Another item that I am using that's a retired one is the pigment sprinkles, or if you've got brushos, it could be brushos. So sorry, I'm just getting myself organized. I'm going to use a silicone mat and a piece of cardstock cut to size. So we've got two embossing pastes. We've got the shimmery white embossing paste and the ordinary white embossing paste, which can be changed to any color you like. So just taking a small amount of paste from my white and sticking that on my silicone mat, making sure I put the lid back on straight away, and using any colour you like. I'm using the Old Olive ink refill. I'm just going to add a drop to that, not too much, and then using my palette knife, I'm just going to mix that in. And that's how easy it is to add a bit of colour to your embossing paste. So I'm going to bring in my brick wall mask this time and lay that over, and then I like to make sure my paste is on the bottom of my palette knife, and then swipe that nice and flat over my piece of cardstock like so. And then we have green bricks. I always like to have an extra piece of cardstock on handy because I always mix more than I need. So waste not, want not. I can get 2 cards out of that. And it's really important that you wash your palette knife and everything straight away. So I'm just going to give that a quick wipe for now and move on to the next one. Okay, the next one I'm going to use the diamond mat. I'll just turn that over. And again, using the plain white embossing paste, take some out. And this time to colour it, I'm using the Champagne Shimmer Mist. So I'm just going to pour hopefully just a little drop on that. And this is a very soft, subtle, sparkly paste then. And again, I'm using a shimmery cardstock as well, just to add that extra, and wipe that on my card like so. Oh, I almost got exactly the right amount that time. So this one is really quite subtle. You might not be able to see it, but it just takes away from that extra whiteness of it. So again, giving that a quick clean. Another way you can colour that is just do it with the white or the shimmer white, or and then you can colour it by using your any ink you like and a sponge. So we're just going to dab some ink and then just lightly sponge over that to give it a little bit more colour and a sort of a antique rustic look. Okay, so we've got these two that I've done with that card with the Celebrate Sunflowers, and then that one there with the Celebrate Sunflowers as well. And I thought you might like to see how I did this little bit of ribbon. So this is one of the new ribbons, and I've just frayed the end to be able to get hold of a couple of the little middle ones and then just pull them, and that gives you that ruched effect that I've done with the ribbon just here. Okay, and the last one I want to show you is using the pigment sprinkles. And unfortunately, like I said, that one has already retired, but if you've got some in your stash, you can. So I'm going to use the shimmery white paste this time, and I'm going to put a layer just above where my cardstock is, in kind of a like so. And I should have had these open. This is the Bermuda Bay, and I'm going to sprinkle a little bit on top of that. Then we've got the Melon Mambo and the Grapefruit Grove. But again, you can use whatever colour combination if you do have these. And then I'm also going to have a spare piece of cardstock in waiting. And we're going to grab our palette knife, and we're just going to wipe that down, and that's going to give us a nice rainbow effect. And before I move that into the green, on this spare piece that I've got, I'm just going to wipe it off on there, and then come back and wipe the green down my card as well. And this, then we can lift that up, and you'll see we've got a beautiful rainbow pattern, which is what I did my other card on, and it's kind of, there it is. So I've just made that card there. So let me just move some of this messy stuff out of the way. So, and what you can do with this bit that you have left over is punch out butterflies or flowers, and or even use that as another background if you wish. So let me just bring back all my samples again to show you. Put the lid on the embossing paste, and that is a lot of different ways for you to colour the plain white or the shimmer white embossing paste. So have a go. It's a great way of adding just that little bit of texture to your backgrounds and cards. Thank you for joining me today.